just cleared customs at New York, so I can breathe a sigh of relief that at least I know it's cleared that bit. It's now in the hands of the US Postal Service. Anyway, welcome along. It is Saturday the 1st of Feb. Hope you're all well. Thank you for joining this evening. A little bit of news if you weren't with me on Thursday or if you haven't seen socials, but I'll catch you up on that in the break. For now, let's get straight into the quiz, and it is food and drink. Alan Jackson's favourite round. Sorry, Sir Alan Jackson's favourite round to get you started for this evening. Let's go with this. Question number one. What name is given to the style of beer brewed and conditioned at low temperatures? So what name is given to the style of beer brewed and conditioned at low temperatures? It'll come back round, Alan. Number two, okra, Romanesco, and beet are all types of what? Don't overthink this. I'm just talking about the major generic term for these. But okra, Romanesco, and beet are all types of what? Seriously, don't overthink it. It's not a trick question. Don't overthink it. Number three, what can be lamb, sheesh, and doner? So what can be lamb, sheesh, and doner? Number four, what word describes the cooking process of pouring fat or juices over meat during cooking? So what word describes the cooking process of pouring fat or juices over meat during cooking? Oh my God, my favorite takeaway ever. Oh, don't. We had our first takeaway yesterday for the first time this year, and it was awful. Really bad. Number five, what is the principal ingredient of a raw? Oh, no, never mind. You get a point, and you get a point, and you get a point. I wanted. No, never mind. Doesn't matter. It's too late now. There's no point saying what I coulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda done. Number six, Ticklemore, Yak, and Shepherd's Hope are types of what? So Ticklemore, Yak, and Shepherd's Hope are types of what? How would you ask for that? Hello, have you got any of that Ticklemore? This current day and age, I don't think people can get away with saying things like that because you just end up... Anyway, number seven. According to the old sparkling wine slogan, which type of girls wanted to have fun? This is another ad slogan that probably wouldn't pass. But according to the old sparkling wine slogan, which type of girls wanted to have fun? There's no such thing as a fun night out in Darwin anymore. Hey, but Darwin Live's got the crash test dummies performing this year. Number eight, what can be streaky, middle, back, or medallion? I don't know how long the crash test dummies slot is, but I thought they only had one song. To be fair, the Saturday headline is quite good. It's the Undertones, so I'm quite pleased with that. I might try and nip into town for that. Number nine, the fortified wine of sherry originated from which country? So the fortified wine of sherry originated from which country? And number 10, what are these? Yeah, that's a bad picture I've put in there. Never mind. What are these for number 10? Round two, then, with some sport and leisure for you. Starting with this, there's quite a few pictures actually in this one. In fact, I might drop out for a bit. Video capture device there. I might see if Emoji J fits in the corner. Yeah, it does. Okay, so name the sport for number one. I'll come back up for the blockbuster round, but there's quite a few pictures and I'm not jumping in and out. Number two, what art type are watercolor, Art Nouveau, and surrealism? Surrealism. That's the word I'm looking for. What art type are watercolor, Art Nouveau, and surrealism? Surrealism. Jay, why don't you have your own sort of show on the radio or TV? This is why. Can't pronounce anything. Number three, name the brand pictured here. Number four, name the game pictured here. I think that is the last of the pictures in this round for a bit. I now can't turn my camera back on. There we go. Number five, what is lit in Greece every 2 years and then sent to a different country? I watched a video on how they light this the other day as well. These are the rabbit holes I fall down right in the quiz. But what is lit in Greece every 2 years and then sent to a different country? Number six, myrmecology is the study of which insect? Whoa. Myrmecology. That's 6 syllables. I've probably pronounced it wrong, but I'm sure. Myrmecology. Myrmecology. Wow. We're up to 6 syllable words, everybody. Just keep an eye out for 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. We're all in trouble. Number 7, what is the collective term for floor, balance beam, uneven, and parallel bars? So what is the collective term for floor, balance beam, uneven, and parallel bars? Number 8, campanology is the hobby and study of what? Is it camping, video games, bells, or coins? So campanology is the hobby and study of what? Is it camping, video games, bells, or coins? Number 9, who is this? I think this might be the last picture for the quiz as well, actually. What on earth is going on outside tonight? And finally, number 10, how many oars does the coxswain of the boat have to use? So how many oars does the coxswain of the boat have to use? Sorry, there's like a domestic dispute going on outside my window. Not outside my window, but on the road outside my window. Okay, final round before we take a break. Blockbusters then, as always, for a Saturday night. Starting with this number one. What RC is an international golf tournament? Number two. What PL is an epic poem in blank verse by poet John Milton? I put that blank verse in for a reason. Let me just... It was in the description. Is an epic poem in blank verse. Yeah, so I don't even know what blank verse means, but there you go. It was in the description. So what PL is an epic poem in blank verse by poet John Milton? What does blank verse mean? Surely that just means no words, no lines. Maybe it was redacted. Number three, what OTR is a phrase used when someone wants to say something that isn't recorded? So what OTR is a phrase used when someone wants to say something that isn't recorded? Number four, what HR is scored in baseball when the ball clears the outfield? So what HR is scored in baseball when the ball clears the outfield? This is something I want to do if I go next time I come back to America. I do want to watch one of these. Because I'm kind of imagining it being like, you know, like a day at the cricket where it's just, you know, absolutely fun all day kind of thing. That's kind of what, yeah. Number five, what SOP is a Sunday religious program? So what SOP is a Sunday religious program? Number six, what NT means speaking in a person's own language? What NT means speaking in a person's own language? Number seven, what WTA is a phrase for a tiebreaker to decide the eventual victor? What WTA is a phrase for a tiebreaker to decide the eventual victor? I was about to start humming the answer to that as well, but I won't. Oh, I've just remembered what your connections round is tonight. Yeah, it's one of those that I never normally like doing live. Anyway, number eight, what PW is first in line for the throne? So what PW is first in line for the throne? First in line, next in line. Number nine, what BOE is responsible for setting the UK interest rate? So what BOE is responsible for setting the UK interest rate? And your final question for the first part of the quiz, number 10. What GC is a tall, freestanding, weight-driven pendulum timekeeping device? Oops, there's a letter missing out of that. Spelling mistakes do not count to the the error count, because otherwise it would definitely never leave 0. So what GC is a tall freestanding weight-driven pendulum timekeeping device. That one, and that one. If I go into the studio, I'm going to be paid in basically coffee. And well, no, it can't be coffee because I've not had caffeine now for 9 weeks. But yeah, biscuits was a very. I'm not. Yeah, I'm quite open with what I do. I'm not getting paid for going on the radio with BBC Lancashire. I could have done if I went to one of the commercials. I could have done, but being paid for it was not the point of what I wanted to do. It was just continuing to do the quiz in the spirit that I've been doing it for the last 4.5 years. Anyway, right, that's for another day. Here we go. Let's give you the first 30 questions then this evening. Start the answers even, starting with food and drink. Number 1, what name is given to the style of beer brewed and conditioned at low temperatures? It is lager. Number 2, okra, romanesco, and beet are all types of what? It is vegetables. Number 3, what can be lamb, shish, and doner? It is kebab. No, however, 5-year anniversary celebrations, Colin. You might say it's too far, but I need to have a chat with you about 5-year anniversary celebrations. But I'll message you next week. Number 4, what word describes the cooking process of pouring fat or juices over meat during cooking? It is basting. I've had a bit of a crazy idea you're on my to-do list of ideas for 5-year anniversary. Number 5, what is the principal ingredient of a rosti? It is potato. I meant to change this out because I know I've asked this question before and I meant to put different types of potatoes in and I didn't change it. Number 6, Ticklemore, Yak, and Shepherd's Hope are types of cheeses. Number 7, according to the old sparkling wine slogan, which type of girls wanted to have fun? It is Lambrini girls. Number 8, what can be streaky, middleback, or medallion? It is bacon. Bacon. Number 9, the fortified wine of sherry originated from which country? It is Spain. No, I didn't. No, see, Phil, I didn't forget Stinking Bishop, but Stinking Bishop is just, it's been used that much. It's quite an obvious one. I just quite like some really random cheese names. Number 10, what are these? They are avocado. Round 2, sport and leisure. Number 1, name the sport. That is javelin. Or as somebody else said, extreme darts. I mean, it could be. Have you seen the video of the cameraman who doesn't even flinch when it's heading towards him? Number 2, what art type? A watercolor, Art Nouveau, and surrealism. I get there. It is just painting. No more crazy than that. Probably should put what hobbies. Yeah, never mind. Number 3, name the brand. That is Adidas. Number 4, that is air hockey. Never ever attempt to play a game of air hockey against Jack. He is vicious. Yeah. Number 5, what is lit in Greece every 2 years and then sent to a different country? It is the Olympic flame. I watched a video on how they sort of like this as well. It's quite clever. But yeah, the Olympic flame is lit every 2 years. It will either go to the Winter Olympic host or the Summer Olympic host. Number 6, myrmecology is the study of which insect. I'm staggered by the fact I'm pronouncing that right, and so far no one's corrected me. But myrmecology is the study of ants. Number 7, what is the collective term for floor, balance beam, uneven, and parallel bars? It is gymnastics. Number 8, campanology is the hobby and study of bells. The bells, the bells. The bells are ringing out on Christmas Day. Number 9, who is this? That is Zola Butt. Kind of running with no shoes on is the giveaway. And number 10, how many oars does the coxswain of the boat have to use? None. Coxswain's the bloke or woman at the back who's got the megaphone shouting at everyone and just sat there going for a nice free ride while keeping everyone in time. Yeah, they don't have any oars. They're just there to make sure, you know, row, left, right, all that kind of thing. Don't get me wrong, I'm not belittling. There's going to be a coxswain out there now who's watching the quiz who's going to go right grumpy. I'm not belittling your job. It's a very important job, but they don't have any rows. I'm going to move on. Blockbusters, number 1. What RC is an international golf tournament? It's Ryder Cup. Number 2, what PL is an epic poem in blank verse by John Milton? It is Paradise Lost. Number 3, what OTR is a phrase used when someone wants to say something that isn't recorded? It is off the record. Number 4, what HR is scored in baseball when the ball clears the outfield? It is home run. The coxswain steers the boat. I thought they steered the boat by sort of adjusting the oar, like, you know, more left, more right. And I thought that did. Oh, okay. Now I'm being educated. Number 5, what SOP is a Sunday religious program? It is Songs of Praise. Number 6, what NT means speaking in a person's own language? It is native tongue. Number 7, what WTA is a phrase for a tiebreaker to decide the eventual victor? It is winner takes all. Number 8, what PW is first in line for the throne? It is Prince William. Number 9, what BOE is responsible for setting the UK interest rate? It is Bank of England. And finally, number 10, what GC is a tall, freestanding, weight-driven pendulum timekeeping device? It is Grandfather Clock. Hello, it's me. Apparently YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain the stream. I don't know why I switched into Adele, but it's part of Heather. Number one. Number one, what three-letter word describes the sections of a play? So what three-letter word describes the sections of a play? Number two, what is the first name of Radiohead frontman York? What is the first name of Radiohead frontman York? Now, usually I would maybe give a little bit of a clue to, especially like the Patreon Discord, guys in our Patreon Discord server, but you know what? I am actually not going to tonight. Number three, what is the short term for flooring commonly found in kitchens and bathrooms? So what is the short term for flooring commonly found in kitchens and bathrooms? Number four, what S is to take part in an exchange? So what S is to take part in an exchange? Go away. There is absolutely no way people have got this on 4 questions. Not a chance. I'm not having it. Oh, bog off. Number 5, what S is to move in a stealthy way? All right, put your Easter eggs away, Haley. Number 6, what word is used to describe the act of using force to open something? Should not have said anything. Number 7, what is the name of the tall, slender plant of the grass family which grows in water or marshy ground? That's a worrying statement you've just produced there, Simon, saying, I know the way your mind works. That is a very worrying statement. If you do, could you let me know? Because I'm struggling to know how my mind works at times. You've got a map, like a sat-nav or GPS, so I can find my way around. That'd be really helpful. Number 8, what is the name of the change of skin colour achieved on a specific bed or in the sun? So what is the name of the change of skin colour achieved on a specific bed or in the sun? Number 9, what F describes birds that are kept for its eggs and flesh? And as always, question 10, what links the 9 answers together? Final round then for this evening, general knowledge for you. 10 random questions, starting with this for number 1. What measurement is used for horses' height? With the connection round, Vicky, or just in life do you not have a clue with? I'm sure someone will help you out. What measurement is used for horses' height? Can't believe I've put a clever connection round in and all of a sudden I'm becoming predictable. Number 2, what is the capital of Jamaica? Few dad jokes around the country. But what is the capital of Jamaica? No, she went of her own accord. Hey, do you know what? Jack's learning drums at school, so maybe I can get him to do the I'll get him to record it. He got his 10-meter badge at swimming last week. So he's now fully capable of swimming much further than I can. Number 3, what was Hypno the Greek god of? Was it sleep, hypnotists, or hip surgeons? So what was Hypno the Greek god of? Was it sleep, hypnotists, or hip surgeons? Number 4, which fast food chain has the nickname the Golden Arches? Which fast food chain has the nickname the Golden Arches? Number 5, which film had characters such as Goose, Maverick, and Iceman? Which film had characters such as Goose, Maverick, and Iceman? I'm not sure if my child is coughing or crying. I'll find out in a minute. He has just been playing Gorilla Tag, so there's every possibility on the VR, so every possibility he'd bash something again. Number 6, what colour were the shoes that Dorothy used to get home in The Wizard of Oz? Oh, never mind. What colour were the shoes that Dorothy used to get home in The Wizard of Oz? Number 7, what comes next in this list? Generation X, Millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, and then what? So what comes next in this list? Generation X, Millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, and then what? Number 8, which country's national anthem has the lines, "Our home and native land," and "The true north, strong and free"? So which country's national anthem has the lines, "Our home and native land," and "The true north, strong and free"? Number 9, what was the name of the dog that found the World Cup trophy in 1966 when it was stolen? So what was the name of the dog that found the World Cup trophy in 1966 when it was stolen? Actually sounds like both of mine are coughing their lungs up downstairs, so I think I might stay up here. Your final question is number 10. Which French leader's flagship was called the Orient? Which French leader's flagship was called the Orient? There you go then. That is all of your questions for this evening. Those final 20 are up now. But anyway, here we go. Number one. What three-letter word describes the sections of a play? It is act. No, I don't think that brand do the squirty cheese. But anyway. Number two. What is the first name of Radiohead frontman York? It is Tom. Number three. What is the short term for flooring commonly found in kitchens and bathrooms? It is lino. Or linoleum, if you want to have the correct name, but I just wanted the short term. Number four, what S is to take part in an exchange? It is swap. Number five, what S is to move in a stealthy way? It is sneak. Number six, what word is used to describe the act of forcing something open? It is prized. No, I'm looking at that. Oh, yeah, of course it is. Number seven, what is the name of the tall, slender plant of the grass family which grows in water or marshy ground? It is reed. Number eight, what is the name of the change of skin color achieved on a specific bed or in the sun? It is tan. Number nine, what F describes birds that are kept for its eggs and flesh? It is fowl. And so then, what links them all together? Well done if you got this. Yeah, but anyway. So what links them all together tonight? They are anagrams of insects or animals. So you've got act, cat, tom, moth, lino, lion, swap, wasp, sneak, snake, prized, spider, reed, deer, tan to ant, and fowl to wolf. So well done if you got that tonight. General knowledge then, number one. What measurement is used for horses' heights? It is hands. Number two, what is the capital of Jamaica? It is Kingston. Bow, 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 bow. Number three, what was Hypno, the Greek god of? It was sleep. Number four, which fast food chain has the nickname the Golden Arches? It is McDonald's. Number five, which film had characters such as Goose, Maverick, and Iceman? It is Top Gun. Number six, what colour were the shoes that Dorothy used to get home in The Wizard of Oz? They were red or ruby red. Yeah, ruby, red, red, ruby, ruby red. Number seven, what comes next? A Generation X, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, and then it will be Gen Beta. Number 8, which country's national anthem has the lines "Our home and native land" and "The true north strong and free"? It is Canada. Oh, Canada. It's the moment that the poll now, I have not got it in front of me, so I don't know how it's winning, but I can just imagine everyone going no singing, no singing, no singing, no singing. I don't even know what options she's put on, actually, to be fair. Number 9, what was the name of the dog that found the World Cup trophy in 1966 when it was stolen? It was Pickles. And finally, number 10, which French leader's flagship was called the Orient? It was Napoleon. There we go, ladies and gents. Tot your scores up. I've just had a thing. Had Share for number 4 and Barged for number 6, which gives Hares and Badger. So yeah, that's fine as well. I'm not going to scroll all the way back up. So yeah, if you put Share for number 4, that will give, you can have that. And if you put Barged for number 6, you can have that as well. So that's fine. I didn't see those. I just went with the options I had. Right, if you need a tie-breaking question tonight, it is this. The baby boomer generation term is used for people born from which year? So the baby boomer generation term is used for people born from which year? Remember, as always, nearest to it gets the point, or if you're just playing along for fun at home. Oh, Gary and Tamara ended up on 48 out of 50. Sorry, guys. Okay, nearest to it gets the point. It is 1946. Yeah, 1946 is the baby boomer generation. So if you were born in 1946 to, I can't remember what the end date was, but yeah,